Okay. Good evening, learners.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Wakuho Jackson, a facilitator of the unit disaster management. So I would like us to have a brief introduction of what a disaster is. And remember, competency-based curriculum requires that you are supposed to participate. So I want to ask the members, maybe those who are in the class, if you understand anything about what a disaster is. You can just raise your hand. Yeah. Any trial? Can you raise up your hand if you have a glue? Any trial? Okay. Madam Dio, you can try it out.
Okay, a disaster is an occurrence that interrupts the normal living of people, such as flooding,
Yes.
fire, terrorism, among others.
Okay. Thank you so much, Madam Dio, for trying it out. You are not out of the topic. So, members, just understand that a disaster is any activity that disrupts human livelihoods and also destroys property. And at the end of the day, it warrants external assistance from outside the affected community. So, to continue, I want us to understand what. Okay, remember, disaster management is a process. So, it has four sequential steps that you are supposed to follow. So, maybe for the learners who are here, I want us to also have a trial. Yeah. So, any trial, the sequential steps in as much as the disaster management cycle is concerned. Yes, Mr. Kaemba. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good try, Mr. Kaemba. Maybe if there is any other alternative trial, I can see Mr. Biwot is within the class, and yeah, you can have a try. Yes. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Yeah, that's very correct, Mr. Elioda. Just to go through the first step, or maybe the first cycle, that is prevention and mitigation. And when you talk about prevention, it means we want to avoid as much as possible the occurrence of the disaster, and mitigation is all about reducing the effect. Because you say that a disaster is an event that disrupts human livelihoods, destroys property, and it warrants external from outside the affected community. Just as an example, remember when HIV was declared as a national disaster, it means Kenya as a country was not able to tackle it. So that is why there was an outcry to other international community to assist us. And then after prevention and mitigation, we have preparedness. Preparedness is it talks about the measures undertaken once a disaster has occurred. Yeah, for example, we have like fire as a disaster, we have flooding as a disaster, members. Maybe let us say, for example, we have had fires. How can we prepare? How can we prepare? Yes, a trial. Hmm. Because this is an activity that is undertaken so that we try to have some measures in place. Mm-hmm. Madam Dayo,
Can you say setting up fire stations so that it's easier for people to extinguish fire?
that's very correct. That is why we have like the firefighters. Firefighters normally have simulations so that in case we have fire outbreaks, then they have measures into place. They have those motorcades so that they are supposed to assist people who are maybe victims. Okay, maybe to move on to the next step, that is we have response. Response is all about activities that are normally undertaken when the disaster has occurred. Yeah, for example, we have things like first aiders, we have search and rescue teams, we have evacuation measures, among others. So at the end of the day, those activities that we normally engage in when when a disaster has occurred. Then the last one is recovery, rehabilitation, and reconstruction. This is all about. Remember, we already have casualties. We have casualties, and then they are supposed to be assisted. That is to be able to cope up with whatever that has taken place. Yeah, Mr. Elliot, maybe you can try some of the recovery strategies that we can undertake to the casualties.